Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It's time to wake up with some baseball. April 23rd games, we got to go here. 15 games, and believe it or not, every team is in action last night and during the day and all that. So, wow, it's been a little while since that's happened with postponements, days off, and all that. But it's back to being those regular Fridays where everyone's supposed to be in action. So we'll just jump right into it. But before we do, go down there, like, subscribe. Channel's growing, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. First game of the day, Cubs 15, Brewers 2. And every time I start thinking about my power rankings, they just get flipped upside down on their head. Cubs just coming out firing in this one. 10 runs in the first 2 innings, and they don't look back at, what's this, couple games now in the past week where the Cubs have put up over 10. So I don't think we can talk about their offense be struggling anymore because what's this, 17 hits, 15 RBIs, 17 left on base. Like overall, lots and lots of action from them. Brewers only get 2, and for the first time in a while, their starting pitcher only gets 1 out. 3 earned runs after 1 out. Then Lindblom comes in, gets 8 earned runs, and he just gets beat around. Hendricks on the other side went 6 innings, pitched 2 earned runs, so a quality start for him. Picks up the win. Let's see if we can zoom in here. Oh, yeah. Does it cut off? It does cut off a little bit, so can't do it. Moving on. Yeah, Cubs above 500. This division is just getting crazy interesting. Next up, we got the Athletics 3, Orioles 1. A's are now 12 in a row. Let's see. Can they beat their 20 whatever run that they had in 2000 whatever? Can they do it? They can, I think. Orioles are a good team to really build that streak on. Overall, home run, Loreno. Second of the season. Sorry I didn't hit all those Cubs home runs. You can go back and look at that yourself. But the A's win this one. Pretty much, I don't know much about this one. There was a lot of hits. It looks like 10 hits for the Orioles. They left 19 on base. So the A's must be getting a lot of luck to go on this win streak. Royals 6, Tigers 2. Royals are really still top of this division. Pretty crazy to think about this late in the season, 20 games almost. They're on top. Minor picks up the W, and Miz is unfortunately going to get the loss on this one. Benintendi finally hits his first home run as a Royal. I know they've been waiting for that. And we got O'Hearn also hitting his first of the season. Robbie Grossman hits his second for the Tigers. And yeah, we'll break it down. 4.2, 6 earned runs for Miz. So his ERA is starting to climb. He had that one good start 2 starts ago, but I think as we all know, rookies don't always come in and shine too well. Minor on the other side here, 5.2, 9 Ks, 2 earned runs. This guy's strikeout machine. It shocks me every time I start seeing him strike out so many people. Royals, and then their bullpen comes in, gets the job done without any earned runs, and they're really picking up the wins here where they need to. They're right in the thick of it in my perspective in the power ranking section, but they're proving to be that team that people thought they could be at the beginning of the season. Mets 6, Nationals 0, and this one was DeGrom, and it was finally getting some run support. Nemo gets his first home run of the season overall. Lindor gets a hit. Nemo gets 3 hits, 4 RBIs. So this was the Nemo DeGrom show. On the other side, 15 strikeouts for the Nationals, all of them from DeGrom. He went all 9 innings, complete game, just monster. This guy's showing, hey, 0.5 ERA, not good enough. We're now down to 0.31. At this point, by far, the leading candidate for Cy Young. I don't think there's much else to say. Fede for the Nationals, 3 earned runs. And Nationals just lose. And when you go up against DeGrom, that's probably going to usually be the case. Next up, Red Sox 6, Mariners 5. Red Sox had a 6-3 or 6-2 lead, and they almost blew it in the 9th inning here, giving up 3 runs. I find it interesting. These two teams are kind of in the same situation in that they're at the same record, and they're battling to say, hey, yeah, we're really the team that of record. This is who we are. The other team's fake. Bogarts hits his 3rd home run of the season, so he's on a little bit of a tear. What's that? Might be 3 home runs in the past 4 games. Pretty crazy. Kyle Seager also hits his 3rd home run of the season. There's a 3-run bomb in the 9th there. He continues to be a big part of hitting some clutch home runs for this team. His batting average is still low, but it could easily be turned on. We're still early, lots of time for these players to step back up. For the Red Sox, Verdugo had a 3-hit game. Martinez had a 2-hit game. And the core part of this lineup continues to all bat above 300, 350 for most of them, above 1,000 OPS. Like these two guys, monster. Good start for the Red Sox so far. And Martin Perez, he went 3.2, 2 earned runs. Not a great start, but then they bring in their bullpen. And again, I'm looking at Overtino. He came in, he got the hold. He lasted the 2 outs. So, yeah. On the other side, Kikuchi, his first loss of the season, 5 earned runs. He's still his ERA is really high. Moving on, the series is big implications in the AL East. Blue Jays 5, Rays 3. Blue Jays came out firing in this first inning here. Vladdy gets a nice hit, and then Tellez knocks him home with a double, and then Grichuk walks, and Semien hits a 3-run bomb, and then they're up 4-0 early in this game. And when Glasnow's on the mound, that's probably all you need. He went 6, 5 earned runs, 10 Ks, but it was all just that first inning. Steven Matz is now 4-0, proven to be very clutch, what the Blue Jays needed for their lineup. 3 earned runs, 7 Ks, and then they bring in their bullpen, and it gets the job done. Even though they're missing a lot of players, a lot of their core bullpen players. As you see, Dolis gets a save opportunity, gets his first save of the season. Very clutch. And the Rays kind of did the 2-pitcher system. They bring in a Mazza who goes 3 innings at the end there, so really leaving a lot of room for the rest of the series. Of course, the Jays used their guys this game, so I'm curious how the Jays are going to play the next game, should they not have to. I know they got Robbie Ray coming out, so I assume they're going to go Robbie Ray. It's like possibly a little bit of what the Rays did in this situation. Overall, Rosarina hits his 3rd home run of the season, Semien his 5th, and Grichuk his 3rd. Lots of excitement around the Jays from this fangirl over here. Yankees 5, Indians 3. Yankees turning it on against a team where I had high rating, and now the Yankees are pummeling them, and it's turning me upside down. Big story in this was the flex from Stanton. He hit 2 home runs in this game. He's now up to 5. Hicks hit his 2nd of the season. Odor hit his 2nd of the season. So this was just a home run, typical New York Yankee fashion, how they get their runs. And then once they have a lead, that's the problem. If they have a lead, they have the bullpen to just shut the door. Chapman comes in for his 4th save of the season, and that's pretty much it. Montgomery only went 4.2. Allen gets the loss in this one, 2.1. So that's the part. This is the starter pitcher for the Indians that's really struggled. So now that they don't have Clevenger, they don't have Kluber, they don't have it. They only have like the 3 that have been performing so far. So it's not going swell at all. Next up, we got Braves 5, Diamondbacks 4. Braves almost let this one get away from them. This is the team that they've really trying to use this springboard to get back into it. Kuna's back in the lineup here. We see he went 0 for 4 today. That's good to see him back, though. Pretty big. Austin Riley, 2nd home run of the season. Albus, his 3rd home run of the season. And C. Kelly, for that Diamondbacks, hits his 5th of the season. Yanoa goes 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. And Luke Weaver, 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. He drops to 1 and 2. And then the bullpen gets it done. It's a little shaky for the Braves. Still a lot of question marks whether this pitching is going to be able to hold up for them. But Will Smith comes in and it looks like he's got the save position, at least for now. 4 saves he is now up to as well. And the Braves are on a little bit of a streak. Watch out. AL East. You guys didn't pull away when you had the chance. So now we're dealing with this. Going on to this 10th inning madness on wow. It was madness. The Angels put up 2 in the top of the 10th, and looked like they were going to get away with it, and then the Astros put up 3. Astros still waiting for Altuve to come back. I haven't heard how that is. Interestingly enough, the injury report is not part of MLB.com anymore, so I don't know what's going on. Right when we started making it a nice staple of the channel. Trout still out for the Angels, and I don't know, like without Trout, this team probably loses a lot of spark. Ohtani's still here though, and overall. Gurriel hits his 3rd home run of the season. No home runs for the Angels. Greinke went 7 innings here, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks. So there's only 2 earned runs. Again, the Astros seem to be having some error issues. I know that's not the first time I've been seeing this. And here we go again. They give Iglesias the loss, the blown save. I don't know how much longer he's going to have this closer role, because I have seen it firsthand 3 or 4 times already this season. He blows it. He gets into trouble. That's always been a problem for the Angels, is bullpen, the pitching overall, and that's what set them back. And it looks like that issue has not been addressed. Heaney, on the other side, 6.1, 10 Ks. That's a very good start for him. Definitely against the Astros kind of lineup, so that's something promising at least to take out of this. But they need Trout back. They do. When you're on a huge losing streak like the Twins were, what better recipe can you get than the Pirates? Thankfully, J Happ's on the mound too. They're against Brubaker, who's the Pirates. He's one of their young studs, right? They win 2-0. J Happ gives up a one-hitter monster for him. Home runs. Astudillo hits his first, and Jake Cave hits his first for the Twins. So it's just 2 home runs and a bunch of great pitching. 7.1 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 walks. J Happ is now 1-0, and he's 1.69 ERA. So having a great season. That's what the Twins need, because they've had some pitching struggling. They needed to win in a game like this. Brubaker on the other side, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. This kid, I think he's for real, man. Like, it seems like he's off to a great start, at the very least. I know it sometimes takes batters a little bit of video, a little bit of study before they figure it out, but hopefully it's nice to see. Next up, we have the White Sox 9, Rangers 7, and this offense they're stellar. The White Sox are on a good, and even Texas, they're got to be excited with how they've been playing. They're keeping games close. They've been winning games. They're slightly below 500, and I think we all know they're going to continue to fall a little bit, but it's nice to see them pick up wins along the way. I don't know the pitching here, because it was Dunning who went in first. He gave 5 earned runs, so it was that one you saw right here, 5-run inning, pretty much cost him the game. Dylan Cease on the other side, 3.1. So both starting pitchers didn't go very long. We have Cody Allen, or Alan Cody, or Jake Cody, or I forget his name. It's like Alan Cody, I think. He used to start for him. Oh my God, why is it so slow? Load the pitcher. Kyle Cody. Sorry. He gets another loss here, and that's a couple blown games. I've watched him so far this season. They keep putting him in these spots too. I don't know if it's kind of setting him up for failure, but he was a starter. He can put in the innings, so it is what it is. On the other side, the White Sox really abused their bullpen, and bullpen doesn't do great for them either. Like, there's a lot of runs here overall. Moncada hits his 2nd home run of the season. For Texas, Solak, his 5th. Garcia, his 5th. And then that's it. So Texas continues to really be a pretty big component of the long ball, for sure. Next up, we have the Cardinals 5, Reds 4. This is a big series for the Reds. They've been kind of like 4-6 over the last 10, slowly going towards 3-7. Like, after that hot start, coming back down to earth, and they're playing the team that everyone thought was going to win this division. So this series is really big. Sure enough, they went into the 9th down 5-1. They put up a 3 spot. They had a chance, but didn't get it done overall. Castellanos is probably this team's MVP at this point. Starts fights, hits home runs, hits his 7th of the season. And then Vladimir Molina hits his 5th. Molina, like, this guy does not quit. This guy's a monster. Batting 339, 1,000 OPS, gunning people down. Like, just love watching this guy play. Sonny Gray only goes 3.25 earned runs. So in his 2nd start now of the season, not what they need. And then there's no earned runs, so it must have been a big error. What? I don't know why. Was it extra innings? Oh no, it was the Reds who put up 3. Blah. So it was all on Sonny Gray. So Al Reyes comes in at the end. He gets the save, but he gets in a lot of trouble. I guess they brought Jay Hicks in, who gave up the 3 earned runs, and then they had to bring in this other guy to actually close the door. I guess they were hoping to get out of this game without having to use their closer. It didn't quite get there. Kim goes 1 earned run, 5.2, 6 or 8 strikeouts, and that's what the Cardinals need. Cardinals need some of their starters to really start pitching deep and pitching well, because it hasn't been consistent for them so far. Next up, Rockies 5, Phillies 4, and I guess I'm wrong about the Phillies. The Phillies, I really thought I'd turn the page with their bullpen, with closing out games, and that does not seem to be the case. You can see here, Rockies put up 1 in the last 3 innings, which comes off with a Tapia walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th. And this is just the Phillies typical. You get so excited that they actually have turned a page, made some progress, and then they just start losing games like this against the teams they should beat, the last place Rockies. Story hits his first of the season, Crone second, Hampson second, and Tapia his third. So 4 home runs overall, and that's going to be the issue here, right? Rhys Hoskins also hits his 4th. Velasquez, he goes in there, he gets 2 earned runs, 4Ks. So like the guy that is usually kind of questionable for the Phillies still gives up a couple runs, and his ERA is still inflated. Overall, this whole team's ERA is really inflated, but you see it here. Neris got 1 out, and then he gave up that home run, and it was game over. He's now 1-2, like, so we can see here, like, blown save for Coonrad. Just rough. The Phillies need to turn this page, or else they're gonna have. They just can't afford to lose these kind of games with the division they have and the wild card race that already has that 1 spot locked up. Really, with the NLS, can't be done. Next up, I'm wearing them. Giants 5, Marlins 3, and I'm starting to believe these Giants can get it done. Like, they're taking care of business. Very well could be that both teams in the NL West to take that wild card, right? I'm already counting them out to win the division, but because, like, let's be real, it's a dream, it's a pipe dream at this point, and I'm not giving them credit yet for that. But very good start for them. Yastrzemski hits his 3rd of the season. Chaz Chisholm hits his 4th, and Aguilar hits his 1st for the Marlins. But overall, it's a clean game for the Giants until the 9th. Overall, Alex Wood, 7 innings pitched, 7 Ks, like 2-0. Like San Francisco, we talked about in the preview at the beginning of the season. They made like 3 starting pitcher signings. They didn't pay much, but they're all turning out to have been very solid signings so far. They got to be excited because their rotation is actually fairly underrated by most people. And yeah, that's really all I got to say. Alcantara, on the other side, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. This guy continues to pitch solid. Just not going to get a lot of wins this season considering the team he's playing for. Marlins dropped this one. I think this is the final game of the season. And the Padres, wow, I think they got a lead now in the year-long series with the Dodgers as well. 2-0 this series so far. So what would that make them? 4-2, 4-something. And wow, they got the Dodgers to 1 run, and that's what this is gonna just continue to be the series to watch all season long. Tatis Jr. waking up, coming back from his injury. He went 3 hits, 3 RBIs in this one. One of them was his 4th home run of the season, and then he also hit his 3rd home run. So he had 2 home runs in this game. Will Myers hits a 4th. They're all off Kershaw, so a lot of issues there to think about. Kershaw went 7 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, all of them home runs, 7 Ks. Darvish, like, what a matchup. These guys matched up last time too. So now they're both 1-1 against each other. Darvish, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 9 Ks. And then Pomeranz comes in, like, the bullpen closes the door just like it would if it was the Dodgers side. So gotta be excited. This is what baseball is about. These amazing series, all these series matter. We're still in the first month of baseball. All the races are tight. It's so exciting. Like, some of these teams are coming out to surprise you. Some of them are just doing their job, and some of them are disappointing you. And that's what's the fun of baseball is. At the beginning of the season, we all have these expectations, but you still have to play the 160 games. It doesn't matter. You got to play them. And if you can't perform, you're not going to be there at the end. And that's what's up. I love it. I love it every day. But yeah, that sets it up for me. No injury report today because MLB doesn't seem to want to do it anymore. So I don't have a quick, easy access thing. And I want to keep it quick. So thanks for watching. Tune in for the next video. Power Rankings is coming out tomorrow or Monday. So look out for that. And peace.